Hi, I'm Ben, and welcome back to the Rustic Kitchen. Today we're going to veer away from the seafood a little bit, and one of my family's favorites is a stromboli. Pretty simple to make. Our ingredients are going to be, we're going to have our regular pizza dough, we're going to have some mozzarella cheese, we're going to make our marinara sauce, but we'll get to that in just a second. Our ingredients today, we're going to use mushrooms, pepperoni, bacon, onion, and some green pepper. What you want to do is you want to remember you can't really overload your stromboli too much, otherwise it's not going to cook thoroughly. So kind of use the ingredients a little sparingly, and don't overload it. So our first step is we're going to take our pizza dough, and we're going to make sure that our surface is floured so it doesn't stick, and we're just going to press it down a little bit. And then we're going to flip it over and make sure we get flour on both sides. Okay. Now we're going to take a rolling pin. We're just going to roll it out like you would regular pizza dough, which essentially is all this is. But today, since we're making a stromboli or a calzone or whatever you want to call it, we're going to make it a little bit longer and not quite as round as you would with a regular pizza. So we're going to just fan this out a little bit. And when we start adding our ingredients, you want to make sure that you leave enough room, kind of a square here, so when you fold it over, the dough will be able to stick to itself on the other side. So we're just going to get this fanned out nice, and that should be good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add our mozzarella cheese, and just spread it out, but make sure you keep enough dough on each side so when we fold this over to make a pocket, that the dough will stick to itself. Okay. After that, I like to take a little bit of Italian seasoning and just go over the cheese. And now we're ready to add our ingredients. First, we're going to put down our pepperoni. Again, this is going to be all rolled up inside, so you really don't have to worry about making it look pretty. And we got some bacon that we cooked. A little bit of onion. A little bit of green pepper. And some mushrooms. You can use fresh mushrooms. I just bought a can since they were on sale today. And that's pretty much as much as we're going to fill it. Because if we pile it way up, the inside is going to be kind of cold and the cheese won't be melted all the way together. So what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it kind of flat. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring this side over, and that's why we left this lip here, so that way it just forms right to itself. And we're gonna fold the ends over, just like that. And now you wanna make a couple slits in the top here. For a couple of reasons. One, it cooks a little quicker, and two, it releases the steam out, and the bottom won't be really soggy and oily. Okay, so we got our stromboli stuffed and vented. And now all we're going to do is we're going to transfer it onto a pan that's been oiled. And our oven has been preheated to 475. And we're going to go into the oven for about 15 minutes. And now that our stromboli's in the oven, it's got about 15 minutes. So we're going to make our marinara sauce, which we're going to use 1 can of diced tomatoes. And I just went ahead and put them in a food processor just to crush them up. We're going to use a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. And we're going to use an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Half a teaspoon of fresh garlic. And probably about a tablespoon of Italian seasonings. And some Parmesan cheese. You can use as much or as little as Parmesan cheese as you like. That for me is going to be just about right. That's about a tablespoon and a half. And we're just going to go ahead and mix this up. And this is a pretty simple marinara sauce to make. You know, it's relatively cheap as well. Okay, our marinara sauce is ready, and our stromboli's got about 10 minutes left to cook, so we'll see you in just a minute. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. Our boli looks nice and golden brown, and what I like to do is when I take it out of the oven, I make just a regular garlic butter, and just kind of spread across the top. And once I get that buttered, I just take a little bit of Parmesan cheese and go over the top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut our stromboli in half. As you can see, all the cheese is nice and melted. And it's not soggy. That's the main reason that you want to cut these slits in here, is so this bottom stays nice and crisp. So we plate up our stromboli. In fact, this is more than enough for just 2 people. And we take our marinara sauce. And that is our homemade stromboli. Well, okay, and this is our homemade stromboli with our homemade marinara sauce. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, ask us questions. We'll be happy to answer anything that we can. And the next time we will be making our fish tacos, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. See you soon.